What's up, everybody? This is Method Figures. Welcome to another video. Today we will be discussing the Undead Unluck figures. So I'm a huge Undead Unluck fan. Andy and Fuko come out later this month. Sadly, I won't be able to get them until around the end of September, so that means another month. But please bear with me. I love these figures. I'm so excited, and I'm really excited to talk about them. So you know what? Let's get into it. So looking at Andy, yes, that's his name, Andy, A-N-D-Y. He looks really good. His build looks excellent. Andy is a big guy. He's kind of yoked. You feel me? So he looks really, really good. And I'm going to come at this from, again, a big Undead Unluck fan. And also someone who doesn't have faith in Tamashii Nations when it comes to this line specifically. Because since we haven't had any announcements of any other figure, I'm assuming they think that this isn't going to sell at all. Right? So, because these will be the only two figures we will be getting, again, until we see the sales, and for the near future, I'm going to be coming at it a little more harsh and a little more judgmental than I usually would. And please don't get it twisted. I love these figures. I love this series. So, finally, I apologize. Let me start talking about actually Andy in the photo we have here. So, again, his build is fantastic, and I'm really excited about his arm piece where he stores his sword. I'm a little worried because it might become loose maybe if you try to take it off and put it back on a few times. Otherwise, this guy looks great. Look into the next photo. They gave him a gun! I apologize. Oh my god, you don't know what I'm going to cook with this. This piece looks so unbelievably good. When I have him and Yusuke, you don't understand what I'm going to do with them. You don't understand. I'm going to be cooking. Speaking of which, I got an Instagram. Go check me out, gangy. Tim, I'll put it in the description of this video. Go peep me. Got a TikTok too. Anyway, oh my gosh, this piece looks so good. This looks so good because it'd be really hard for them to give us a figure like a figure of his finger shooting through the air. So them doing this kind of blood exploding from the finger thing is super, super cool. I am so excited for this piece. It's going to look so good, and it's going to be so much fun. So let's get on. Come on, let's move on. Because we can stay here forever. Let's get on. So now this image, we get more of him in action pose. Let me just say right now, his legs look fantastic. They look like really, really, really good legs. They're kind of giving me Denji vibes, but again, for a bigger build. So I'm excited to move him around and have him in different stance poses for like his blood crescent moon thing and stuff. But this faceplate is so peak. Oh my gosh, is this faceplate peak. You can do this for, I know I'm popping my peas, but just listen. You can use this faceplate for so many different things. Him taking blows, you know, Fuko getting hurt, wink, wink. Him getting serious, locking in, dodging. Like, this faceplate is so good. Y'all don't understand. Again, I'm going to cook. I'm going to cook when I get in my hands. I'm going to cook. I'm going to cook. Okay? This figure looks great. Let's move on. Look at this cocky little asshole. Look at him. Look at him. God, isn't he awesome? So I'm really happy they're not only giving us a piece of sword, but actually giving us his sword as well. I know it's dumb to be like, oh, of course they'd give it. But it's really cool that they are, on top of giving us a finger bullet. It is so sick. It is so sick. And this Andy, for all my people who actually read and watch Undead Unluck like that, this Andy's going to work for a lot. And for... you could basically use him for the entire series. That's what's so exciting about this Andy. But he looks really, really good. Let's get to the next image. I won't spend too much time on this little photo because it's just his build again. His forearms look great. His legs look great. He just looks good. He's a good-looking figure. Kind of basic, you know. And I'm pretty sure we got one more Andy photo. But, you know, look at him. Zoom in. Look at his chest, his tie. Do what you want. Enjoy. He's a pretty guy. He's a pretty boy. He's very much not a pretty boy, actually. Anyway, finally the next image. Look at him go. Look at him go. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. He's about to mess you up. You would get speed blitz so unbelievably hard. You wouldn't even feel it. He'd kill you so fast. Oh my gosh, he looks so cool. He's so sick. This figure right now is looking to be fantastic. Right now, off of first impressions, nothing in hand, I'm going to give Andy a 10 out of 10. Looking straight up, comes with almost every accessory you need. The only accessory I would like maybe want, but again, from Tamashii Nation's standpoint, this is kind of like a cult classic kind of thing. Like, not many, but it's a, short group of dedicated followers like myself who like this figure, right? So looking at it from them, they kind of did the most that they could with the budget they were probably given, which probably wasn't very much. And I bet you they don't even have like an Undead Unluck team, like how for a damn fact they have a Dragon Ball team, for a fact they have a Naruto team, for how like a damn fact they have a JJK team and stuff like that, and probably a My Hero team. So this kind of feels like they just took like 4 people and said, all right, go work, go do it. So from that standpoint, this is fantastic. If I had to get nitpicky, because again I am, it would be cool if we got a piece of the sword being drawn out of his forearm, like his hand could attach to the blade and it was kind of out of his fingers and the blade wasn't poking out of his elbow. But again, that's me nitpicking. But otherwise, this figure looks fantastic. He looks so good. I'm so excited. So now let's get into my girl Fuko. She's so pretty, man. Look at her. Look at her. She looks so good. From the chucks to the tie to the beanies, well, sculpted so well. They did her very, very, very well. Now, the waist around her jacket, or the jacket around her waist, causes me a little bit of concern. Just a little bit of concern. Because again, if you watched any of my other videos, my biggest pet peeve. My biggest pet peeve is when figures cannot sit down. And if I cannot have this young woman sitting next to Yor and Sailor Moon and Sagiri and Power, there's gonna be a problem. There's gonna be a problem. I need her to be able to sit down. Really, I'm serious. Really, like I need her to be able to sit down. Her legs look good. They kind of look like they might only give us single joint on her knees, which I kind of get. I kind of get, but it's whatever. She looks good. Let's get to the next one. I'm so happy she's so happy. Again, I love when my figures can be happy because everybody deserves to be happy, right? So all my figures should be able to be happy. I'm happy she comes with a normal, closed mouth smiling face and an open mouth smiling face. Because Fuko is an unbelievably kind person. Oh my gosh. If you think that like Tanjiro is kind, you have not met Fuko. She is probably the nicest person I have ever read, like for her situation. Because don't come at me with a slice of life and be like, oh, well, look, this person. No. In a battle shonen, Fuko's definitely probably the nicest character I've ever seen. She's unbelievably kind. Unbelievably. So her coming with these faces is going to be so much fun. She looks so good. I'm so excited. So excited. To the next one. Okay, so looking at this, I was lied to. It looks like that is a double joint in her knee. It looks like it's a double jointed knee. So that's really cool. I'm happy they gave her a double jointed knee, which is awesome because it would have, it would have sucked if they gave her a single joint. So the fact they gave her a double joint is pretty awesome. This faceplate is so unbelievably funny. It's so unbelievably funny. It's just so funny. But now looking like closer at her arms, it kind of looks like she's doing the Sailor Moon and Lloyd Forger and the new Ken Takakura thing where there's no bicep rotation, it's all on the shoulder. And I get it, it's to keep the suit shirt kind of looking more clean, and Andy, he can get away with it because like it's rolled up. Because again, SH Figure Arts and Tamashii Nation does a very nice balance of aesthetics and articulation. They're the best at it. So I get it. But this faceplate is really, really funny. And it's going to be really funny to have her running away from people. Again, like her running away from Andy and her running away from Kaioken Goku. And like it's going to be a lot of fun having her run away from things with that faceplate. real quick though, I wanted to call some people out because when these figures were announced, I saw some people saying, man, that sucks they didn't make Andy naked. Oh man, that sucks that they didn't make Andy naked and give him the little box cover his penis. You're weird, dog. You're weird. If you're one of those people that are like, man, I really wish we got him naked, you're weird for that. You're weird. You're weird. Like, you're weird for that. Like, you really are. Like, you're weird if you were like, I really need that in my collection. You know, you want to put my collection on top a dude with a penis box. I'm over that. No, you're weird. You're weird. Anyway, back to Fuko. It's her time. This was rude of me. Back to Miss Fuko. The beanie pull is something I didn't know that I needed, but now that I know we're getting it, is something that we definitely needed. It's just cute, man. Like, it's just cool. I'm not gonna hear anybody out. No one's gonna say, this is a useless accessory. Shut up. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's an excellent one. You're just not creative enough. And if you want to say that this, like, oh, is not a good accessory, Luffy's neck hair, that's unnecessary. Anyway, she looks great. She looks great. The beanie is fantastically well sculpted, and I think it's really funny that when you open up her box, she's gonna have two beanies, and that you always have a beanie just like lying around. Because if she's wearing this one, then you have the normal beanie out. And if she's wearing the normal beanie, then you have a beanie that has little wings. It's like, it's really funny. She looks really good. We get to see more hands. So let's move on to the next photo. Okay, so this is very, very exciting. It shows us her first hand that doesn't have a glove on it, and it gives us a determined face. And I'd like to apologize. On the beanie photo, that is a new face where her lips are kind of pursed a little bit. She's kind of like this, and her cheeks are a little blown up. A fantastic faceplate. So having this kind of like, I'm going to get you, like I'm determined, like I know my strength now face is fantastic. And I hope that we get every hand ungloved. I'm going to be a little sad if it's just like, because that kind of looks like the beanie hand just a little bit. So I'm going to be sad if it's just like only two hands are ungloved, and it's just like, I'm gonna touch you, because I think having her fist ungloved would be sick and stuff. Again, if they can do it with Lloyd, they can do it with Fuko, and that's really, really exciting. But that's the last image of Fuko. But now I'm gonna get into minor spoilers for the series real quick, and my little complaint about Fuko, and not about Fuko, of course, because she's perfect. She does nothing wrong. Don't worry, you're perfect. Mwah. It's about Tamashi. So, again, my favorite thing to do. So, I'll get into that right now. So, right now, I'm going to have them both pictured because I'm just going to get into things and I want you to look at their scale, which, real quick, the scale between them is fantastic. They both look so good. It's how tall they are in the manga, and I'm really excited to see them scale with other figures. So, real quick, though, I wanted to get into my little complaint, and the thing that makes me a little sad is that if you're not a fan of Undead Unluck, right, if you don't read it, or if you've only watched the anime, I don't know exactly where the anime ends off. I kind of have a guess based on the tease they did the other, 2 weeks ago or whatever. But, I'm almost fully caught up with the manga. I basically know everything that's going on. I have all the physical releases, right? Fuko goes through a huge change later on. Not even later on. Every chapter, every time you see her, she is consistently and constantly getting stronger, right? Have that be with her ability, with her mind, with herself, with her physical strength. She keeps getting stronger, right? And again, like I said earlier, it's a little scary that we haven't had any announcement of any other Undead Unluck figure because they're waiting to see these things sell. And if they don't sell, we probably won't ever get any other Undead Unluck figure, which sucks a lot because this means we will never get another Fuko. Now, in comparison to Andy, you can use this Andy for pretty much everything in the series, right? If you've watched the anime, if you're completely new, slight minor spoilers. So Andy uses a lot of blood effects, right? Like Luffy, Andy would profit really well off of giving him an accessory set. He'll never get one. But later on, if they did another Andy who maybe was shirtless so you could see his tattoos, and then maybe you could pop his arms off and he could use his blood moves. I won't say anything more than that. But he has a lot of blood-related moves that, yeah, you could have. But he still uses his sword for the entire series. He still uses that finger bullet the entire series. He stays pretty much in that tux for a majority of the series. So, Andy is fine. Do we need another Andy? Yes. But could we wait like 6 years for another Andy? Yes, we could. 100% we could. Because it's not a necessity, right? Because most of the things he does in the story kind of can just work with just this one figure, right? And if we're only getting these two, Andy is fine. Fuko, on the other hand, this is where it gets a little rough, right? So starting off, I'll just complain about the one thing that they could have done, knowing that it happens in the first season of the anime. She should have came with the long hairpiece, just like Yor did. 100% she should have. And with that long hairpiece, that would have given this Fuko more strength as a only once, never again figure. Because then you can show her doing things later on in the series. It wouldn't even have to be long hair that's like moving. Just a long hairpiece that can move up and down articulated would have been enough. So that already would have boosted this figure, okay? And then second of all, again, we don't know because the promo images of Power never showed Meowie, and then we got Meowie, and the promo images of Sailor Moon never showed Luna, but then we got Luna. So I'm hoping that this also comes with Me to You, or Are You Me? You Me is the manga series that is her favorite thing ever. I hope it comes with like a stack of it, or at least one book. Again, I don't know if this happens in the anime yet, but like she needs something else that again can boost her forward. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to be unhappy with this figure. No. Let's not get that twisted. But what I'm saying is, if we only ever get these two characters through figure photography and my videos, I can never show her growth, which is super important to the series and important to me. Her growth is so beautiful to watch because it's so natural. The more she grows, the more she moves, the more you're like, she was meant to do this in the first place, right? So that's a little frustrating. And then I feel bad. Like, she gets a gun. Let me just say that. She gets a gun. Coming with that gun, again, would do so much because that carries with her the whole time. The whole time. And it would have been sick. Right? But again, all these problems I have don't matter if we keep getting Undead Unluck figures. Now, I don't care if it's until season 4, because I think that's how it's going to map out, right? If they keep doing 24 episode bits. Season 4 is when things really change for Undead Unluck, right? So volume 16, end of volume 15, for people who read the manga. That is when we will for sure need a new Fuko. And if we get that Fuko, then all my gripes don't matter. Because then you can just show her bam, and then I'll be okay. It'll suck a little bit that I don't have like a MIDI, but it's okay. But it's okay. But it's okay. Anyway, this is it for the talking about the figures part. I love them both so much. When I get them, they will for sure be my favorite figures in my collection. Not even a doubt in my mind. But now I'm going to get into more of what I want them to do next and who they should do next. So please, thank you for watching. If you made it this far, like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the buttons. You know what to do. Check me out on TikTok. Check me out on Instagram. I'm everywhere now. I'm on it. So now let me get into who I want them to make. Hey everybody, I lied! I lied again. I love lying. It's my favorite thing to do. I love lying to the people who like me and are subscribed to me and like my videos. I love it. I love lying. I lied! Anyway, this video is 20 minutes long. I'm sorry. I like to yap. I talk a lot about the thing. I love what I love a lot. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this video a part 1. Or maybe I'm just going to say, hey, talking about the Undead Unluck figures. And then I'll post another video this week and it'll be, this is what I want them to do for Undead Unluck, and I'll do that. Okay? I'm going to make a separate video, not because I want another video, because this bad boy's already 20 minutes long. 20 minutes long, okay? So I apologize, but thank you so much. I love you. Like, comment, share, subscribe. You know, if you like what I do, check me out on Instagram, on TikTok. And if I don't see you later, have a great rest of your day.